How's it going, South Florida? It's Art Roche here, and welcome to South Florida's Comedy Calendar, the only podcast where we ask our guests to be here an hour and a half early so we can show up late. Some of you guys you'll see later on the screen, but this podcast is actually powdered by Miami Community News. So thank you, Miami Community News, for all the powder. Guys, it is my pleasure to introduce first the guest to my left here, Patty Hernandez. Everyone in the studio audience, please clap it up for Patty. Patty, how you doing?
Hi.
Patty was early.
I was here on time.
Yeah, everybody in this room was here at least an hour before I was. So thank you guys so much for showing up early. I hate to be the guy that does this, but BB, it's Benjamin Netanyahu's fault that I got
so
here
mad.
Late, but we're in studio today. I've been asking Patty to come in studio to tell us about what's coming up in August. She is, I guess the founder of Vice City Creatives. Is that correct?
That's right.
And can you tell us a little bit about Vice City Creatives? Well, first, hi, Patty.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
The human.
Finally. I know you've been telling me to come on your podcast, and here we are. So Vice City Creatives is a digital marketing and e-commerce boutique company. We've worked with clients such as Aventura Mall, Anatomy.com, and we really help small to medium-sized businesses, more commercial businesses like the Hard Rock International. So I've had this company for a few years now, and this is the company that's organizing Vice City Festival. So find us on Instagram at vice.city.festival. And we're organizing an event over at Churchill's August 9th.
Absolutely. And we have the Vice City Festival, which would be August 9th from 2 p.m. all the way to 1 a.m., I guess.
Yes.
Really until the wheels fall off.
Pretty much.
And you're someone that's put on a lot of different events. You've done a lot of different events at Churchill's, which is really cool. What is this the first Vice City Festival?
So yes, we did start as a wellness market, mainly with vendors, and we actually brought Pilates and yoga over to the backyard of Churchill's, which at first I got a lot of confusion of, we're going to stick people that do wellness at Churchill's. Churchill's is notorious for like rock and roll lifestyle, but I felt like it was important to bring that type of element to the community, because just because we party and like to have a good time and see live music doesn't mean you don't care about your body. So I wanted to really bring that element to the community and offer it at a discount rate. So I did work with a few different instructors that are in the Miami scene, work in hospitality. And so this particular event is like an evolution of that. We're still going to have a wellness component, but we've also turned it up a notch. We have other types of, I would say, wellness components, from a dance class, a yoga class. We still have about over 20 vendors participating. And then we also have bands and a DJ performing as well.
That's awesome. I think Churchill's has always been known as a place where they push. It's like avant-garde, and like now we've gotten a full circle to where taking care of yourself is like edgy now. It's like, hey, maybe we should try to like live a little bit longer with health. Yeah, let's try that. That's the alternative. I'm down. As everyone knows, famously, I stopped drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, and a lot of people are like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah, just because I'm better than you guys. So that's why I don't drink. It's just a flex. But I do love the artistic component of what you're doing and everything that you do. You support bands, you're a patron of the arts, you put on events. One of the coolest things I find is how you're able to get sponsors to come together. And as a comedian, as a showrunner, and a producer myself, it's always very admirable. It's always very I'm always amazed by what you're able to do and what you're able to pull off. You're also able to bring people together, and these are people that don't necessarily, we're a lot of us are not. We don't work well together sometimes, but you're able to bring a lot of people together, and you're nice enough but tough enough to get people to actually do work, which is amazing. Like, you're able to get everyone to show up to the podcast early.
Thank you.
And but not me. I got here late. But not really. And since the beginning, actually, since the first time I met you over at Churchill's, I remember I came over and like everyone knows I'm like, hey guys, Art Roche, I have my card, and you're like, well, as a matter of fact, I also have something. And then you had it was one of your Sunday yoga events, right? Which is really, really cool. All right, I want to introduce the other people we have here in the room with us. So first things first, we have Teddy here to my left. How you doing, Teddy? Say hi to the people. And our friend Bruno here, or Lone Wolf, the one-man band.
Yes. Hi, good people.
We got to address the instruments in the room. So we'll start here. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here at the table?
I'm sorry for making a mess on your table here. But these are just instruments that I make by hand.
So you made all these by hand?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I had to forage things from locally, you know.
That's not serial killer like at all.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like the skin is, you know, I don't even remember where the skin came from, to be honest with you. No, actually, it did come from a deer that my roommate hunted up in Alabama.
Fully legal and licensed. No one's looking for this deer.
Nope.
There's no family T-shirts. But tell us about it. What is this?
So we got, if you want, I can grab it.
Please.
And let you guys know, this is a gambri, or it's a Moroccan instrument, and it's like the great grandfather of the banjo.
Okay,
you know, and it, you know, as you can see, it's a little longer, and this is made from a piece of cocobolo wood that I hollowed out, and this is from a shovel, the handle of a shovel, and these are actual cello tuning pegs, because I made my own pegs and they're a pain in the butt to make.
Right,
but it kind of sounds like very basic. You know,
they sound great.
Yeah, and it plugs in too. So plugged in, it sounds
acoustic and electric in one.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Most of them plug in. You know,
are you serious?
Yeah, and even this is made by the Sable Palm. You know, so I like to make everything from scratch, but the tuners I kind of skip out on this one. You know,
hey, listen, we'll forgive you for that. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, and like this. Sorry to go away from the microphone or hit the microphone. This one's made from a palm that was in the back of my house that I hollowed out with fire, and these are apple snail shells that I grabbed from the canal banks, and this is a freshwater mussel shell right there. And then you got kind of the scroll, you know, like violins have and stuff, you know. And this is a 5-string banjo. Do a little tuning in.
Wait, no joking aside, I mean, aesthetically, these have a certain like quality and characteristics to them. Yeah. I didn't expect it to sound so good. Like that's amazing. Like that's really, really cool.
I make sure they do. I worked for a banjo company for many years, gold tone banjos. So I made a lot of professional banjos. You know, so that's pretty much what prepared me for this. You know, and I like to collect things that other people normally would throw away, you know.
I mean, clearly you're someone who suffered in life, but what made you start building your own banjos?
I think we all suffer in life, you know, but I moved to Georgia back in 2005, and I learned from a dishwasher in an Italian restaurant that I worked in. He showed me the technique that's called, he called it frailing, which is, it's like a bounce, you know. I just made these recently for Patty, just for your market.
Thank you.
You know, hope to sell some of these. They're at good price. You know, I'll be performing as well as Lone Wolf on that band. So, Art, if I don't see you there, I'm gonna be mad at you.
I'll be there.
Good.
And in New York at the same time somehow.
Okay, good.
Split yourself in half.
These days you can do that.
How much? Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. So how much would, if someone wanted to buy one of these, how much would they go for?
They would go.
I know their prices,
you know. It like, depends on which one, but let's say pick one. Which one? Which
that one? I like the saltwater shell. Yeah,
the shell. This shell one, I'll probably sell that for $200.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? It took me about 4 days to make. It's carved out by hand. Shells, man.
It's priceless, dude. There's no other instrument like it. Like,
it really is. It really is priceless. You said it, man. Like there is no other instrument.
And it sounds great. The fact that someone can pick it up and play it, and and it's not like, you know. Like if I'm pretty sure if someone buys this, they almost have like an eternal relationship with you. Yeah. Where if there's something, you know, they have a question about the instrument, you care about this instrument. You're not just selling it to them. Yeah. It's like you guys now, you know, almost like you have a child or something with the other person, which is crazy.
It's true. I've made a lot of these, you know, and most of them are Florida inspired. You know, like this is a coconut one. You know, this is made with two coconut shells. You know, this is a 4-string. It sounds different, you know. This is a West Indian mahogany, which you guys probably don't know, but there's a lot of them growing on the medians on US 1 and West Indian mahoganies all over the place. And those are the stringed instruments, you know. And then I got the, like the bones. You ever heard the bones? This is like humanity's oldest instrument, you know. There's a technique of playing the bones. You know, these were dog treats, by the way. You can get these at Publix. You clean them up.
Wow.
You know, and or you can make yourself some wooden ones. I like to say the vegan ones. The vegan bones.
Oh, you don't laugh at anything I say when he says the vegan ones, and you start dying over there, huh?
That's right. They'll sound like that. And then you got your whistles.
Well, real quick, so speaking of chopsticks, I do want to introduce the last person, Teddy.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hey,
Hello,
Teddy.
what's up?
Because we were talking about food earlier, right? No? All right, well, whatever. So, Teddy, how are you involved with these crazy people?
I'm actually teaching one of the dance classes, the dance class at the event at the market. And I'm also doing a pole performance at the market as well.
Oh, that's right, because you did tell me you had all kinds of like different
Yes,
burlesque.
so we're turning it up a notch from what we normally do, which is like burlesque and a cirque aerialist. I thought it would be really entertaining to bring something that has never been brought to churches before. So, there is an art and it's a form of wellness with pole dancing and then the floor work class that she's going to be teaching.
Dude, that is so sick. That is awesome.
What time is the floor dance?
The floor class is at 3 p.m. Yeah.
Daytime hours makes sense.
Yes. 3 p.m. is the floor work. And then at 5 p.m. we have the yoga class. So tickets are available on Shotgun, Eventbrite, and Partyful.
Well, so that's what I was going to ask you. So do people, if they just buy tickets to the festival, or it comes with everything, or?
So, great question. So we do have tickets for, I would say, like the live performances and the bands. Right now, they're going for a limited time offer for $13.33. They will go back up to $16.66. Keep in mind, a portion of proceeds will be benefiting Venezuela disaster relief. And then for the class, we're doing a special time rate of $25 per class, and then it will go up to $35.
The day of the event.
Yes.
That's awesome. And I didn't want to, we're like amazed by the instruments, but you are Lone Wolf, the one-man band.
The one and only, baby.
So during it, I'm guessing you're going to have a performance during the festival.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about being a one-man band.
I became a one-man band when I moved to Georgia, pretty much. And
a lot happened to you in Georgia.
Yeah.
Was it at a crossroads when the devil came out of Georgia?
Maybe. Who knows?
Do you know
the devil? He's a nice guy.
He's not as bad as you think, right?
But no, it was kind of a crossroads in my life. All jokes aside. And when I moved back here, it kind of continued. Almost like I was possessed or something. But from Georgia, I moved to Costa Rica, and then from Costa Rica,
Guatemala, Guatepeor.
Guatemala, Guatepeor.
Yeah, never mind. Do the reading before class, please.
It's a Miami thing, folks. If you're not from here, it's a Guatemalan thing, actually.
So when you're the one man band, which instruments are you playing?
So that's a little different. Like I do like a full set of drums with my feet.
That's dope.
I use like heel and toe on both feet, and then
do you make those instruments as well? I mean, obviously, who's going to make a one-man band instrument for you?
Yeah, like the setup itself is instruments. Like a bass drum, a snare, but I kind of set it up my own way because I'm a lefty like you, so I played drums lefty, so I got to do that lefty and then the other one righty. So it's kind of its own thing, And then a friend of mine, when I was planning on doing one-man band, he asked, and I told him, I think I'm just going to do it myself, like a one-man band. He's like, oh, you're going to be like a lone wolf, huh?
It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, nice. So, at the time, I was like, I wonder if anybody's ever used this. And so I looked at Google, and it's some guy from the 50s had done a recording. They had gone by lone wolves, but I kind of took it.
I know one-man bands are usually like they're a little picky. They're like divas. I know like Blood Orchid, for example.
That's another one-man band.
Yeah, way too busy to be early to the podcast.
He just released a song called Happier. So it's on Spotify.
Happier?
Happier.
What does he know about happiness?
So
he ain't no
well,
blues.
Blood Orchid is headlining, and I would say his sound is pretty versatile. So I would say Bruno's sound is more like bluesy, rock and roll, even like some elements of jazz, I would say. Blood Orchid is, I would say, more like goth, post-punk, even some elements of like punk and metal.
To be honest.
So very different. So, you know, I wanted to like curate it where there was variety for, you know, people from all walks of life and not keep it very siloed in terms of like the type of genres that were going to be available that night. Aside from those two people performing, we also have Hispanic. It's a duet, and they would, I would say, I would classify them as more like post-punk, very goth, Nuvis and her partner. So definitely a very interesting lineup.
And as you said it out loud, it hit me, Hispanic.
Yeah,
because I was like,
it's a play, obviously, on the culture.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like puns. I can't believe I missed it.
Sorry,
for sure.
Yeah, I like that. No comedy in the festival this year.
Well, we do have some openings if you're interested.
No,
we do have karaoke, so we will have a karaoke element for those that that frequent, you know, Churchill's on Thursdays. We're bringing that same little crew of Jenny and Rick Fantasies, so we're gonna have karaoke in the green room. And then in terms of the burlesque and the cirque performer, we have Sophia Luna doing the burlesque. And then Joe Shira is doing the Dark Circus aerialist. So definitely I would say multifaceted lineup for sure.
Dude, that is sick. And Churchill is one of those places that, you know, like again, like once you, because you've done events there before, it's like once they know that you can do, you know, what you say you're going to do, they pretty much opened it up for you. You know, they
for sure. They're giving me runway. It's one of the busiest nights. Like I said, give me your slowest night and I will flip it for you. So they gave me a Sunday and it's one of the best nights now.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like, you really, I mean, again, anybody, I mean, it starts at 2 p.m. So you have even like people, you know, the earlier crew, you can come in, you can do, you know, the classes, you're going to be, you know, be able to get in some. For
sure. And support the vendors because we're going to have about 20 vendors inside and out, all local Miami. So some of them are actually from Venezuela. Like I said, a portion of proceeds will be benefiting the Venezuelan disaster relief. But all kinds of, I would say, goods are going to be available from vintage, handmade jewelry, precious stones, medicinal things. You know, I always wanted to always have that wellness component. So there's going to be a little bit of everything for all walks of life and musical instruments for sure.
Well, and I was going to say, if anybody, if you know, whoever buy, I mean, first off, buy one of these things, which is amazing. But once you buy it, ask him to sign it for you. Ask, you know, like get a picture of you and him holding it so that way it's like authenticated because these are one-of-one pieces, you know, and you know, we don't think about it, but when you're going to, in 5 years, when we look back, you know, he's not going to last a long time. Look at him.
Everybody has an expiration date, I say.
I'm 87 years old. I still got a few
He's living for a good time, not for a long time. You know what I mean? So, you're going to be able to really cherish these things. I think the fact that you made these, man, is so cool. I can't even.
Dude, thank you.
I know, obviously,
I love it. I'm addicted to it. You know, like I'm thinking about the project I got at home right now.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it, you know.
But dude, I wish you know what I mean? Like I wish I could just like pick up trash and like put it together and make it into a cool ass instrument. Like
you can. I give lessons.
Tell us about that.
You come to my house, it's 5 days, $500, and you get lunch. You come to my house and I'll teach you how to make any instrument you want. Any instrument you want.
Oh, he also cooks really good. I remember those pizza days.
Yes, I've been making pizza many, many years.
Very like authentic Italian. Like
from Napoli. My parents are
so
from
good.
Napoli. So, and I worked in pizzerias since I was 14 years old.
Dude, you're a one man.
You know, ninguno. That's what they say.
Yeah. Tell us about the flutes.
So these flutes, so some of them are thipples. This is a kind of like a
pretend like I don't know anything about flutes.
Oh, sorry. So a thipple is if you've seen like a recorder, right? You know the little thing that cuts the wind. That's called a thipple, a fipple, something. And I just learned this recently with the internet. You know, but this is a friscaletto, which is like a Southern Italian whistle, and it's a 9-hole whistle. This is probably my favorite one. You know, Maricone, the guy who did all the spaghetti westerns, like. They did it on this.
That's at the beginning of a movie.
Dude, that sounds so good.
It's a very good sounding instrument. You can go, or you can get a minor. So it's very versatile, and you can do.
Dude, the timbre of that is sick, man.
Yeah, man. I don't play around.
Like, I don't know if you guys like are like.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's part of the reason I booked him. And I wanted very talented and very versatile people.
Like you pick up like a little like ukulele at like Walmart or something, like the little kids one. You play it, and like it has basic geometry to do the thing, but it sounds terrible. And like from this instrument, all the instruments you've played, they sound so good. And I don't know if it's coming through on the mics, online. You guys got to come to the festival, check out the instruments in person.
Say hello.
But that flute specifically, it sounds so good. Like it's like really, really cool.
This one's a Japanese one. This is a little more ancient.
Kung Fu Fighter.
And what's funny is that this is a shakuhachi. It's called a shakuhachi.
Teddy, let us know what you think of her.
And she's from the Philippines. She ain't Japanese. Even though it's
Filipino. Come on.
I'm gonna hit you with it.
It could also multiply as a weapon.
Translate for us in case I don't understand.
What did I say right there?
Jeez.
I get a lot of jokes for the pizza podcast thing too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Italian thing. He'll probably get me on that now too. But anyway, this one's a very softer sounding one. It's actually used in meditation also.
Very cool. Maybe you could do a segment after our yoga class.
Yeah, I don't think people will meditate at Churchill's. Not for me, at least.
Yeah,
we've done sound baths actually.
They'll have a hard time closing their eyes with Bruno around. They're gonna just close your eyes. Do you have any of those black mahogany flutes that you have to put your lips around the mouthpiece or no?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Wait, I think I forgot it in the car. It's in the car.
How much are the flutes? How much are they? They're for sale as well, right?
Flutes go from like $25 to $80.
That's cool. And the bones are how much?
The bones are around the same price as the flutes.
That's cool. So you can really come in and support.
Under $100. Yeah.
Some people at Churchill's are not going to have $250, and if they do, they should keep it for rent. But you can come in at a $25. And again, you're supporting a local artist. These are all, like he said, like he's sourcing from his backyard. He's sourcing from dog treats. He's sourcing from, where'd you get the vegan chopsticks?
These are actually rosewood that I got from a friend's carpentry shop that was closing down. Glenn Larson, the Larson family. It's where I learned how to play music pretty much back in the early 90s and punk rock days. We used to go to his dad's carpentry shop. That's how I learned a lot of also like the woodworking stuff from there.
It's sick. And so Teddy, I do want to ask you, all joking aside, I know I'd be all over the place. When did you start performing and what made you want to start performing?
Honestly, I've always been a dancer my entire life. I've started with ballet and tap, and I've just been in musical theater growing up, like in middle school and high school. So performing has always been something I've just loved doing. Recently, I just did a shoot with one of the bands, not the bands on the lineup, but a band, and can't disclose just yet, but it was really fun. And I just love like all types of dance, but at the festival, I am going to be doing a pole dancing piece and a floor work class. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. It's fun.
So pretend I have no rhythm and I don't know anything about dancing. What is a floor work class?
A floor work class? You're just slipping and sliding on the floor. Yeah, but it looks sexy. It looks cool. Okay. It's flowy.
I don't think if I did it, it would look good. It'd be like...
I mean, if you really tried.
It'd be like, it'd be like an oiled up seal just flopping.
We welcome all. For everyone. Yeah, we welcome all experience levels.
Wow, that's very open-minded of you. Like there's got to be someone out there that wants to see a sweaty seal just flopping and
because
there's these old blues songs where they say they have sawdust on the floor. They used to have actually put sawdust on the floor to make it sound when they would dance.
Yeah,
because it kind of gave it like a rhythm to the music. They kind of went along with the music. You know, I always thought that was super.
And for those, concerned, we do clean the pub. It gets deep cleaned every morning. It's going to be in front of the stage if you've ever been to Churchill's. So it's going to be an AC. So, we do recommend people coming, and if they have any knee issues, bringing like knee pads. And we had discussed doing like an actual pole, like a pole 101 class, but I didn't feel very comfortable, like, throwing people that might not be as experienced onto a pole. And I'm sure Churchill's management agreed that, it might be a liability.
Yeah, definitely.
So we leave that to the experts, like Teddy.
There's like a cross section between people that would be willing and should, and people that shouldn't, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we didn't want anybody
there's people that are gonna be really excited. Yeah, like there'll be people that be really excited to do it, but should not be doing it at all. And then they get hurt, and then they complain and cry. That's awesome. So help me understand, because I just recently found out that in pole dancing, the pole spins.
Yes, the pole actually spins. You could have it on static, and you could still spin on static, just not as much as it is spinning.
Right.
Yeah.
And static makes it spin more?
No, static is still.
Static is still.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it. Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
And then the pole just spins. Obviously, you have to get your momentum for the pole to spin fast. When you're doing shapes, it could either go slower, it could go faster. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always like the example of like physics of like you stick your arms out and you bring them in and you spin faster, and
Kind of like the chair.
Yeah, like
which
that,
is why
like that right
I've gone to strip clubs. It's just for the physics lesson, because I'm trying to understand. But it doesn't make sense. And in gentlemen's cabarets, those poles spin as well, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
question.
pretty sure.
I mean,
Because they do
haven't really
those
focused
young
on
ladies
that
do
there.
some acrobatic work, so it's so stupid.
I mean, it's definitely an art form.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
No, absolutely.
Dude, I don't know, man. Obviously my name is Art. I call myself Art, which is whatever, but like I played music for a long time. I was never very good at performing, but I always, I did it, I studied it. And for me, the human expression is what it's all about. Like, it's such a hard time. We as humans, we have such a hard time conveying the deeper levels of emotions. And sometimes you can hear a song or see a dance or watch a movie, and you're able to get such a deeper understanding of what they're feeling, that to me, that's like magical. Like, I don't, even ever since I was little, I would hear music, like the flutes, for example, like, and it gives, like, you have these
Me
like,
too. Almost unexplainable emotions.
yeah.
My mom used to have this music box that you turn, and it would make me cry. I don't know, because it was such a sad song, and it was a musical.
Yeah.
But it was so sad. It had this little ballerina that would go around in circles.
I think I know
and it would make me cry.
that tune.
When I was young, I had like I was like in middle school when I started like really like I started playing in band. I started getting into music, and I remember one day like listening to Bach, and I was like, wow, this is really nice, And my mom told me, she's like, you've always liked Bach since you were little. I'm like, what do you mean? Because my grandma was a pianist. Mm-hmm. She's like, your grandma would take you to these concertos, and you would like cry when they were playing Bach. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't, I was a baby, I didn't know. So it's like that, where it's like it cuts through, and there's certain things about it that really, it's deeper. Yeah, it's like deeper than just simple like happy, sad, love. Like there's one of my favorite songs is Naima by John Coltrane. He's a jazz guy from the 60s and stuff. And it's a love song written for his ex-wife.
Is it an instrumental?
Yeah.
It is.
So like this whole song has no lyrics.
Yeah.
Imagine like a love song written for your ex-wife. So it's like how complex that is,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's
But you can feel that in the song. What's it called? I need to hear
Naima.
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 Naima. And there's a part in it where he like the piano solo. I almost wish we could play so you guys can hear it right now, but it has.
We can actually.
Well,
Let's see.
We'll play it after the podcast. I'm saying for the people at home as well. But look it up, Naima, Naima by John Coltrane. The piano solo which comes on first, you can tell it's him like thinking back. It's like, and it's like sad. Like there's parts of it that picks up and it's happy, but then it gets to like the sad kind of bitter part. It's just a good song. There's no lyrics, and it's just like, wow, man, it cuts through. Like all you have to know is that the song was written and it was already his ex-wife when he wrote it, you know? So imagine going back and writing a love song about your ex-wife. It's just a crazy,
it is
deep, like level of emotion. So
there needs to be no words.
Right.
No, for sure. Like, I mean, talking about like, you know, feelings and emotions. I mean, part of the reason I started these markets and now festival, I lost my father 4 years ago now. So really like all of these elements with like music and performance and the arts, I mean, it's really like another form of healing. And, you know, I wanted to also bring that element to the community. And it's, you know, homage to my dad, who was like a big time rock and roller back in New York. So it's also, you know, in a bit for his honor.
That's awesome.
It's really important to like put your art out there. Like other people's arts definitely inspire me. I see other dancers, the other performers, Sophia Luna, like I'm always inspired by her art. And that makes me want to post and share my art as well. And I'm really happy that, you know, she referred me to you.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm really like glad that this is a festival where people come in. Not only is there bands performing and they're sharing their music, there's also dancers and there's also vendors and it's all types of art and it's very beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, also coming from like, you know, being a kid of the arts, I mean, I joke around with Art saying, you know, art saved my life and he thinks I'm, you know, giving credit to him.
you're not talking about me?
No, but I mean, you know, like I grew up in Hialeah, you know, like one of 4 kids. And, you know, my parents were like, okay, what school are you going to and how are you going to pay for it? Because we're poor. So you're going to have to figure it out. And really, I mean, the arts saved my life because I was always into journalism. I was part of the newspaper crew. I fast forward to now work in advertising. So, you know, the arts have always been important in some way. And, you know, in a way, this is more like my passion project that, you know, happens to pull together different people from all walks of life.
I know you kind of, not that you glossed over it, but like you mentioned about your father. First things first, I'm, you know, sorry to hear that. You never shared that with me, so I'm you know.
You're welcome.
And I'm just saying that it's something that
I could actually talk about it without crying. So, you know, it's been 4 years.
So my mom passed away in 2020, and it's one of the reasons that I became a stand-up comedian. Similar kind of, you know, not the same thing, but like I can understand how that kind of level of loss makes you want to.
You got to channel it somehow, and that was a way.
Yeah, and in the arts, it's something that's really,
for sure.
You know, damn, that's cool. That's really, really cool. We honor their memory. My mom was also, she wasn't necessarily an artist, but she was a very big supporter of, like, she made me, like, I had to, every single year of my life, I had to dedicate it to either an instrument or an art form, whether it was like arts and crafts or, you know, and eventually I started playing music, and that's what I did most of the time. But I give her a lot of the knowledge and experience I have was by her. It was from her forcing me to do it.
Her inspiration.
Yeah, and she never got to see me as a comedian, but I feel like it's something that she would have been really cool with. You know.
Same. My dad was my best friend, my role model. So, you know, it was a big loss.
That's crazy. That's really, really cool. Damn. Sorry to hear that, but also I'm glad to.
Same, you know, it's, you know, flipping a negative into a positive. So
change in life, there's always going to be change.
Yeah, we say, you know, there's
no day of this.
Two things for certain. There's
ready for
love and death for sure. You know, those are guarantees in life.
We're all born and we all die.
Yep.
Amen. Amen. And some of us.
Everybody has an expiration date.
Some of us end up as skins on a banjo.
Hey, that deer is going to be.
Deer.
That deer is going to be have a voice for many, many, many more years. And there's still some of it in my fridge, the meat. So we still eat from it. You know, just to say that, you know, from
what does deer taste like? Out of curiosity,
it's
really lean,
gamey.
Yeah,
it's really, really lean. Yeah,
like
it's
veal?
good. It's good to chop it up and make chili with it.
Right,
it's like a venison chili.
Interesting.
You put butter. You have to put fat into it because there's no fat. Right. It's like, have you ever had rabbit?
It's the same.
No.
Right? Squirrel.
Oh wait, actually, I did in Ireland. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
In Ireland, yes.
I loved Ireland. It was so beautiful.
We talked a little bit about that. I might have mentioned it to you, but in December, I'm actually doing an event at Churchill's, which is associated with a bigger event, which I won't share yet. Same thing. I have an NDA. just ask me not to share. I'm just like such a little. I'm like, oh my god.
But you want to tell us?
But one of the things I want to do, because I've done a lot of comedy shows, but one of the things I want to do for that specific event is do a variety type show. And in the conversations we've had, and some of the things, and like with your festival, for example, there is elements of it. Obviously, it's doesn't all have to be like comedically, but like burlesque, for example, has a really huge comedic aspect to it, which is something I never really thought about until I met a burlesque dancer and we got to sit down and talk at Churchill's and really kind of go through, and like the beginning of stand-up and the beginning of burlesque actually are very like you used to have a comedian come out with a burlesque dancer.
Yeah, like a speakeasy type of
and I
element.
never even realized that, and like going through it, I was like, holy shit, like it's so tied in together, you know? So definitely, I mean, we have time until December, which is when the event's going to be. But now that you had mentioned that, like, I think it'd be cool to add some kind of. It's going to be a variety type show, so I want more than just like a stand-up
Performance element.
Yeah, and I don't want just like comedian, headliner. You know,
I would love to see like the curtains come back.
The intermission.
You know? Like the curtain opens. There's somebody there. They introduce the person. The person comes.
It could be built. I mean, they're pretty open.
I love
something we got to talk with Churchill's about. I'm sure they won't mind.
So
they're gonna be like, Patty again. What does she want?
but that's what's cool about this, even like this conversation now, because it gave me some ideas of things that we could really incorporate. And what I like to do is that, like, I want to highlight and show off the cool shit that like shit. We could do a raffle, give away one of your instruments, for example.
Yeah, for sure.
So that way it goes. I don't know, man. So cool. It's really cool stuff. So, okay, I want to make sure we don't forget anything. Vice Cities Festival, guys, August 9th, Sunday from 2 p.m. until the wheels fall off over at Churchill's. It's a Sunday, so who knows? There's no laws on Sundays. We have Blood Orchid, who's way too busy to be here today.
He's a local, but also from Los Angeles.
What would you say? Like he's a diva? Like,
he's amazing.
You said that mother. Got Hispanic, which I love now that saying out loud the name. Our man Lone Wolf right here, Bruno himself. He's gonna be having as a vendor and as a
musician
and as an act. And guys, he said it. He can teach you how to make these instruments. And as soon as I get my life together, I might take up that class. Because I've always been...
Whenever you're ready, I'll be here.
Like the physics of instruments is something that's always been like...
Yeah. It's fascinating, man. Really, it really is to learn all of it,
And then
and to know that.
I learned a lot even just waiting for you to show up.
There's one thing.
He schooled us on a lot of
you guys will get here early. I will get here late. That's what this podcast is all about. Welcome to South Florida's podcast on making it get show up. All right. We'll have Teddy doing classes.
Yeah.
So
one class at
and a performance
3 p.m. and performing
at 5.
No, the yoga's at 5.
Okay. DJ Rick and Jen karaoke.
Yes.
Is that the late night?
Yeah, so they usually come on Thursdays. They're going to be there from like about 10 p.m. on. They're going to be in the green room. For those that don't know where the green room is, there's like a kind of like hidden room in the back of Churchill's.
The torture chamber?
The torture chamber. Torture optional.
I figured when people misbehave at Churchill's, they throw you in there and they just blast the music, close the door, and you're just like,
It used to be like before Churchill's closed down. It used to actually be like in like down the hallway, and that's where actually like bands, like touring bands especially, would go and get like a little bit of rehearsal done.
Yeah. The bands are known. They were going that day with rehearse. They would come out with a lot of energy and hyped up to the performance.
Bands,
No, not the Christian bands.
Yeah, not the Christian bands.
Just the Christopher bands. I got you.
But yeah, aside from the karaoke, we're also going to have another Rick in the house. There's a DJ Rick Smith. So DJ Rick Smith, he actually plays in a lot of touring bands. So he's in 13 bands. He's part of Torch. He's part of Shitstorm.
I've been in a band with Rick.
Well, there you go. So he's definitely, I would say, a legend. And he's going to be DJing vinyls for us. So that'll be pretty cool.
Awesome. Great collection, yeah.
Who do I haven't met him though?
You might have. Or you will. If he's in town, he might be touring. But he'll definitely be there for that Sunday. So I was lucky to have him not be all over the world in that time.
When I saw DJ Rick Smith on the flyer, I'm like, wait. Because the other Rick, I'm like, wait, his last name is not Fantasies? What the hell?
So yeah, Rick Fantasies and Jenny, they do like Jenny Oki, usually on Thursdays. It's 2 different Ricks. But also Rick's a musician as well. So
yeah. He has like, you guys have heard him play, right?
Yeah, he plays a great guitar. Yeah.
And he has a unique like sound. Like it's like, have you ever heard the band The Stranglers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
No? All right. Did I forget any performers or anyone you want to shout out to? Any of the vendors?
Well, shout out to Churchill's because I'm doing my part to kind of help them stay
for real.
open. They did
Matt
close
Touchstone.
like a Matt Touchstone, Rafa, Heidi. I mean, all of the leadership has really been very kind and very helpful. Even though I am a little demanding sometimes, but I strive for excellence. And
With Patty, you get there on time. Goddamn it! Right? You do not make her wait around for an hour in the studio. All right, you get there on time, guys. I'm doing all this self-flogging because after the camera's cut off, she's gonna whoop my ass, guys.
I didn't bring my whip.
I'm actually like, Bruno, Teddy, please don't leave us alone. like, she's all smiles, but she's gonna kill me, guys. But no,
Rafa, end up on the banjo.
Yeah, no. If we could do our part to continue the movement and make sure that they're open, but not just open, thriving. I mean, I know that a lot of musicians and anybody that frequented Churchill's prior to them closing was very sad when they closed down. So, it's my way of contributing to the movement of keeping them open as well.
Yeah, dude. And Churchill's is back, guys. It's really, really cool. I hadn't been there for years until I started going back a couple months ago, and it's really, really dope, man. It has a lot of the old, the.
It's like our CBGBs.
It's the CBGBs of the South for sure.
I'm not cool enough to know what CBGBs is.
In New York, it's like a rock and roll venue. A lot of touring bands like Rolling Stones.
The Ramones came out.
The Ramones came out of CBGBs, yeah.
Who was the guys who sing the Cars? Not the Cars. Anyway, a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of big names came from there.
Ironically enough, in high school, Churchill's was the first place that I ever saw live stand-up at. Like a friend of mine was dating, she was dating a guy, and he's like, it was a Tuesday night. He's like, "You guys want to come see my open mic comedy at Churchill's?" And I went. It was terrible. Not Churchill's. The comedy was.
Yeah, I mean Marilyn Manson has played Churchill's, so that's a pretty famous guy.
Another guy that's into skin instruments. So it's.
And maybe some of his girlfriends. Who knows?
Guys, go online, get tickets, hit up. I mean, you have an Instagram for the festival,
yes. So,
for the creatives, and for yourself?
Yes. So I'm also a vendor. I do vintage and accessories, so I will also be vending. But the one that you want to pay attention to more probably is vice.city.festival. That's where you could find out more information and see all the content that I try to put out. And then I also feature a lot of the different talent that are going to be contributing that day. Tickets are available on Shotgun, Partiful, and Eventbrite. So you don't have an excuse of, I don't have an account. I made an account on each of them. So,
and I don't know if you know this, but I got kicked out of OnlyFeeds. You guys know that? Like Feet Finders, like those sites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You ever remember the 1990s Gargoyle cartoon?
The 1990s?
Yeah.
Gargoyles.
Back in the days. It seems so long ago.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's what my feet look like those gargoyles, like granite. They're like, but it wasn't, that's not like, I didn't get kicked out for because of that. They kicked me out because they're like, all the pictures is like way too much dick and balls are like, stop, you know what I mean? So they kicked me out.
Keeping it PG.
Yeah, it wasn't what they were looking for, I guess. Teddy, got anything else for us?
Tell
us a little bit about pho.
About pho? I'm not Vietnamese.
What about Greece? First time you saw Greece.
The first time I saw Greece,
you were inspired.
I was really inspired by a lot of the dancers.
We were talking about
swing dancing. We were talking about swing dancing earlier, and how I would love to take a class and learn swing dancing either with someone or just by myself. I mean, it would kind of look crazy learning that by myself. Yeah. With someone needing to swing you.
Yes, great choreography.
Well, I do know that now line dancing is huge. Like a lot of places.
PBR is a thing.
Yeah, I think in Fort Lauderdale they have something.
There's Cuban cowboys.
Yeah.
Cuban cowboys.
There's a guy called the Cuban Cowboy. He's a Cuban country musician. He did really well. He did the boogies recently. He did really well. Packed it out.
He used to play at Bar Nancy. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I work at the Miami Improv, the comedy club. Right next to it, there's Copper Blues, and they do, I believe on Wednesdays, they do line dancing. And I was just talking to, shout out Will Melly, who is the teacher that does it. And she's like, she did a Instagram post recently where she's like, guys, I just realized I've been teaching this class for years, and I've been doing all this teaching for years, and I have 0 videos of myself like teaching the class, you know? And I sent her a message, and like, that's typical artist stuff. You know, that's what we do. You know, we do all the hard work to get like really good at the thing, and then we like forget to tell people about the show, right? And that's why like Dart Vision, I have a video guy who works with me, Dart Vision, like that's his art form. You know, like he's someone who he wants to capture the moment as well as he can on video and photo. And so I always let people, like I always recommend to people is like, look, do the dope thing, but don't forget to hire the videographer who can not only film the thing, but then actually edit it and produce it and get it out to you so you can, you know, show the world, you know?
That's the hardest part for me these days.
Yeah, and making sure that they have the right angles and lighting, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, even, I'm down with that, but the first part is just making sure they turn it in. I've had, before I met him, like I had videographers and photographers that I paid, and they're like...
And like months later, they're holding your content
I'm like, hey dude, remember, like I hired you and I already paid you? Can I get those pictures? Because I need a promo. Like I've had 6 events since then, and I haven't been able to use it for promo. So like, I don't care if the angles are not perfect. I just care, like, can you turn something in? And one of the things I love about Dart is that not only he's got some of the best work, I feel, but it's quick turnaround. He doesn't want to sit on your stuff. He doesn't want to have to remember to come back and edit your, you know, he wants to do it as quickly as possible.
He's reliable, and he's still very creative and efficient.
So anybody out there that wants to, you know, that needs videos, they're doing an event, obviously, you know, we're artists. We need to get paid for art, but hit me up and we can always work with you, and we can always make sure that at least there's some kind of professional capturing of the moment, so that we can then let the world know that it's coming up again, or they missed something really, really dope, which is awesome. And again, for my event in December, I cannot wait to come up with a way to have you guys incorporated into what we're doing, because I would love to keep it in the family. You know what I mean? I would love to have, it's a variety show. So imagine like a one-man band coming on stage between acts and stuff. And
Absolutely.
I think it'd be really, really cool.
I'm the last minute guy. I don't got to call a bass player or a guitarist.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
Yes or no.
You're a last minute guy. I'm a guy that lasts a minute. So it's like.
Last minute. You see that?
He's also very punctual. He was here right on time, told me where he was parked.
Listen, it's going to take me an hour to get there, but when I get there, I'll get there in a minute. You know what I mean?
He was honest.
Yeah. No, I was grateful for that.
You got to give him points for honesty.
Yeah, because sometimes you work with creatives and, you know, they're not on time or they're hungover. They forgot to call you. I mean, I work with creatives all the time. So sometimes,
the truth.
You know.
Yeah, man. Bruno,
what, Mom? I want to get out of here. God damn it!
I definitely.
Is it lunchtime yet?
I want a cigarette.
I don't. Yes, I don't. I thought I recognized you from a couple of gay porns. Is that you or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The one with the little tiny butt.
It doesn't matter because I can only watch them a minute and a half at a time, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want the people at home to know?
No.
No,
not at all.
Social security number, nothing.
Nope.
No. Dating status, relationship status,
nothing. You get 0.
Gotcha. How is Cornelius treating you?
She's treating me like shit, and I can't wait to get away. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Who is Cornelius? I was like, wait, who?
Cornelius?
Is she under the table?
Right. This is a comedy podcast after all, guys. I gotta Teddy.
I mean, you can just buy the shirt. It's a comedy podcast.
Yeah. That is true.
Well, so the reason I wear the shirt all the time, I have very sensitive nipples, and this is one of the few shirts
from the hairy chest.
Yeah, it's one of the few shirts where I don't have to like butter my nipples before I leave the house. So it's just
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I understand.
How long is this show?
Feels like it's an hour.
I'm trying to bring it home, guys. Teddy, you got anything else for the? I think I already asked you. I don't know. Drugs. Yeah, anything else for the people at home?
No.
Where can they? Do you guys perform besides obviously August 9th, which is the most important performance of your life? Will you guys perform anywhere regularly that they can come catch you guys and support?
I am having a performance July 31st at 12 a.m. So technically August 1st, the night of July 31st. It's going to be at the Trap Rave. I will be on a pole for 5 hours.
Whoa. Damn.
Bring your ones. Actually, for Vice City Festival, bring your ones too.
Where's it at again, Ted?
At Boombox.
Boombox.
At the Boombox Miami. Yeah.
Okay. That's a really cool venue.
Yeah,
guys,
I love it there.
from now on, whenever all the flyers and things you post on social media, please tag the comedy calendar. We're going to repost
For
it every
sure.
time. The goal is to let the people, you guys have seen me out there shaking hands and kissing, shaking babies and kissing hands.
Shaking babies.
So the goal is, there's a lot of people that want to support the artists. There's a lot of people that like, they would be like, oh my God, I never knew there was somebody that was doing what you're doing, you know? So
Do
that's
they
the
sound
goal.
just like that?
Sometimes like,
That's what his real voice sounds like.
hey guys, welcome to the Southwest Comedy Podcast.
He's got a voice.
I love you. But the point is that like we're awesome at doing like you lose 5 hours on
Wow.
but then we're terrible at letting people know
Are
that
they
we're
going
doing
to give
the
you
awesome
breaks?
thing.
Oh no, for sure. Oh my
Okay, cool.
goodness.
Well, it's also they're not forcing her. Like she's just like, are you gonna give you breaks? Like no, they're gonna be like, whoosh, whoosh. Please, Lord, let me off the
Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy.
Wow, that's a long.
But definitely,
time.
like you're already doing the hard part, which is all the training, the preparing, the event. And even myself, like I have this whole podcast to promote things.
Yeah.
And sometimes, my friends and that help me on the podcast are like, yeah, dude, why aren't you letting people know about your shows? And I'm like, oh yeah, true. So we're terrible at that part of it. And that's what it's for. It's to be a multiplier so that people that are looking for, human skin instruments or different events.
I mean, sometimes you get caught up in the training, talking with people who host the events, just doing your own art that you forget. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot to put my own stuff out there.
So tag the podcast. Like whenever you post anything, tag the podcast and we're gonna we're gonna retag it. I mean, it's me manually doing it. So there's days I forget. There's things I'm not gonna. And then definitely we can always like this, like do something like this and bring it in. And,
Team.
yeah.
I love the setup here. It was
Yeah.
very professional.
No, dude, I cannot thank Community News enough. They're amazing. Even like today, like my regular producer is not here, so we have someone standing in for us, which is amazing.
Thank you.
Powdered by.
Well, I didn't want to put you on blast. I don't want to like.
Powdered by.
You want? Yeah, we're powdered by.
Finish.
It's powered.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Powered by copious amounts of cafecito
Yeah.
with extra espumita.
Patty, you got anything else for the people at home?
Make sure you get your pre-sale tickets before the event because day of show, it's going up.
And guys, Patty will not play with the money. You show up, you try.
I got
I'm a
family.
Churchill's regular.
I got
don't give a
family.
fuck.
I have
Put
family.
the money in my hand, little man.
My aunt's helping me work the door, so we're keeping it in the family.
Yeah. And her aunt has a gun, all right? So she
She's
so
also
show up into that funny business because you know what I mean?
yeah, she's Italian and Cuban, so
She must
very
be loud in
feisty.
that house.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got you. Sorry.
Look, guys, if I win the lottery, I might not tell anybody, but you'll know because I'm going to have Bruno with me 24/7, all right, making instruments and playing the soundtrack to my life, okay? This man knows how to make me dance, all
I'll
right?
just play a tuba behind them the whole time.
Boom, boom. Fly the bumblebee. All right. Guys, that's it. I think we
Thank
did
you
it.
for having us on here, Art.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you guys for being on time because that's very important to me, punctuality.
I was early,
Yeah.
man.
Guys, before I forget, so Churchill's this Tuesday, they're bringing comedy back. Our boy Jay Abel will be doing comedy. Starts around 8 o'clock, 8:30. And then next Sunday, or did I miss it? Was it this Sunday? Damn it, I should have written this down. But anyways, he's doing a comic book club. And they do like a whole panel. So at Churchill's, they're going to have it. It's next Sunday.
Yes.
So they'll spend the whole week reading a comic book. They'll have a panel discussing it on Sunday. But this Tuesday, guys, 8 p.m., comedy's back at Churchill's. He's doing a little bit of a showcase style in the beginning and an open mic at the end. I will definitely be there performing. It's going to be really, really dope. And Wednesday, I'll be at Cream City Comedy over at the Dead Flamingo, 8 p.m. Shout out Oriel, shout out Raul for keeping that going. It's every week now over at Cream City at Dead Flamingo. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I love these local venues having comedy because
Is that in downtown?
the Dead Flamingo, Calle 8 and 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Little Havana.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's all the places I love are loving what I do, which is comedy. So I love it, and I can't wait to bring you guys more information on the December event. And obviously, I would love to have you guys on that as well. We won't invite Patty though because she's always late to stuff. So
She wants her percentage.
yeah,
Of course.
she's powdered by. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for another week of my bullshit here on the podcast. Thank you, my guests, for coming out and
Thanks for having
really, showing
It's been a pleasure.
your passions this is what it's about. Like, I think South Florida, Miami is one of the coolest cities in the world. And every week I go out, I meet different artists and different people that are very passionate about what they do and what they do.
I would like to say something about that.
Please.
Nowadays it's hard to go out because not a lot of artists, especially if you're an artist, they don't have a lot of money to go out.
Right.
Gas is expensive. People live far away, like me. You live in West Kendall. It's hard to get out, but try to get out. Try to get out. I always try to get out and support other things.
Carpool, talk to other people.
Exactly.
Communicate, build a community.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
Community is more needed today.
Yes,
more than ever.
Because it's all on the internet, and we want to find it all out on the internet the next day. Something I'm guilty sometimes as well. You know what I mean? Because but
probably of several felonies, but
several.
No, but I agree.
Time at the airport.
Like everything, we have access to everything on this everything machine.
Right.
But this is not living. Like sitting at home and looking at this is not living. Going out and meeting actual people is living.
And that's how you get things done. You know what I mean? And
that's what this podcast is about. It's about letting people know that there are other people that are out there. Because let's say you have like every Wednesday off. That's the only day off.
Yeah.
There's a group of people that are out there every Wednesday that also have a Wednesday off that care, and it's not just going to be exactly the same thing. You could meet a whole, dancers, musicians, like even organizers. Like that's a huge, major part of it. It's like if some people like Patty didn't get there and get us all herded together like cats, we would never have these dope things.
Most of the gigs I get are because I go to a bar and they're like, "Oh man,
we didn't know you did that."
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't know that existed.
And I've seen,
we haven't hired you in a while. Let's do something, stuff.
Yeah, I want to say, like, Bruno's been a Miami legend. I mean, the first time I saw him play, I was like, wow. So I think, you're in for a treat when you see him live.
That's right.
That's the nicest way of calling somebody older. She's like, he's like pretty much
like a dinosaur.
Yeah, fossilizing at this
point.
point.
Much older than me.
If I make it to August 9th.
I mean, we both were. We were sharing stories.
No green bananas.
I mean, we both witnessed Hurricane Andrew, which I'm sure a lot of people in, OG, Miami, South Florida
I have
area.
a feeling her and I didn't experience it.
The youngins.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure
we were like volunteering
92.
with the Red Cross.
It happened in 92.
No, I definitely did not.
I got here in 94, so
a song about it.
I'm not going to sing or anything.
No, I'm just saying.
All right, guys. Let's wrap this thing up because we got to smoke some cigarettes. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for another week of comedy. Don't forget, also the 26th, I'll be up in West Palm Beach at Red Light. It's going to be a good time.
Ooh, Red Light.
Have you been up there?
Red Light Cafe?
Oh, no. It's a speakeasy connected to a strip
never
club.
mind. Sorry.
Sounds interesting.
Called Monroe's. Super dope. Super. More to come next week's podcast. Guys, I love you. Keep laughing.